we are getting less and less information. Uh, there's not a lot of people giving information to help. There's not a lot of people reporting. There's not a lot of people saying, "Hey, I think this guy is dangerous. Check on him." What has happened? Is it because half the country is in agreement with all of this stuff, or what? Why aren't we able to catch these guys before it happens? Why aren't we hearing about these people ahead of time? Why is our
Well,
law enforcement not catching these guys before they do their stuff?
see, some of it I think is just self-imposed censorship. So, meaning that if I I'm a right wing guy. Let's just say I'm going to give you a scenario. I'm some right wing guy, and I'm whatever, and something happens. I'm not going to talk about it unless it is going to be proven to be a left wing transgender something. You know what I mean? Like I'm almost censoring what I'm going to say until I find out. And by the way, if it's somebody that's on my side, my perceived side, I'm going to
Mhm.
be quiet about it. I'm not going to say much. So I think what happens is no matter what happens, 50% of the people are staying silent.
I agree with that.
They're not saying shit.
So here's a thought, Mike. You talk to most people and they say crime is no longer reported because of a no snitching culture. But
Hmm.
I was talking with an 80-year-old retired detective, and he pointed out something that I never really thought about. When payphones disappeared, so did anonymous crime tips. Every call now comes from a cell phone that's basically a tracking device, and everywhere you might make that call, cameras are rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, has technology itself made people stop reporting crime?
Yeah, because it's almost always trackable back to you now. So you're going to be a snitch. Unless you have a burner phone and you do it in the woods somewhere where there's no camera, the
Well,
likelihood that they're going to be, and they're going to still geo track
I
you
was about
somehow.
to say,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think in reality, everybody knows at this point your words, your actions, your geography, your whatever is going to come back to bite you. So don't say anything, do anything, or tell anybody anything if unless you commit to it. And I think that our culture has become non-committal to that kind of thing. And yeah, I think like let's put it this way: if something happens out my window, you look out there and you go, I think it's our at this point. I think most people are going to be like, I don't want to get involved.
right.
I'm going to look over there, pretend I didn't see nothing.
Yep.
So I don't think the law enforcement. I think law enforcement, to a large extent, has lost. Law enforcement has always been about utilizing the public to find out what happened and get to the bottom of what they're researching, right? So I think they've lost a lot of their input at this point. And now it's gone more towards the technology side. So rather than you or me telling officer, yeah, we saw this, now they have to basically subpoena, get search warrants for cameras, for cell phones, for computers. It's a whole different world, and I think people realize that, and they're not going to say anything. And I really truly believe, unfortunately, that people have bought into hook, line, and sinker, have bought into a narrative, regardless of whether that's a right narrative or a left narrative or pro-Israel or pro birth control or whatever. They have settled on a narrative and they put blinders on like horses. And I think this, and I don't even talk to me about anything else. I don't want to know about it.
I agree 110%, but I think there's still a large amount of people who see wrong that would love to report those wrongs, but there is no place to do it and feel safe.
That's right,
Because,
because it's
like I
not.
was talking to the detective about the payphones, and I kind of looked quizzical when he first brought it up, and he said, "Where are payphones? The few that exist anymore? Where are they going to be? They're going to be in a major metropolis downtown or in an airport." And there's going to be a million cameras on you. You were
Mm-hmm.
talking about going into the forest. They're going to first figure out, okay, you were in the forest, and okay, they're going to find. That's easy.
Yeah,
I can
agreed.
do that on my own.
Agreed.
So I I'm not as pessimistic about it as you, in the sense of that the people have chosen sides. I do agree with that, but I still think there are a lot of people who would, if they felt like I can tell on this person and have nothing to do with it.
Well, let's put it this way, Phil. There's no such thing anymore as anonymous, if you
Not
could
at
think about it
all.
that way, because look at all of these scandal things that we've seen recently pop up on TikTok, whether it was the Coldplay concert thing or what was that other one we were talking about a couple weeks ago. Like this stuff pops up, and people can figure out anything now. Not just law enforcement, by the way. Just normal people can figure out based on facial recognition, based on all sorts of stuff.
And
There's
people
no, they're
know
supposed
that
to,
we've had
yeah, they know that.
we have like 7 different TV series of CSI that
Yeah,
we've been watching for almost 20 years
that's
now.
right. Yep.
Everybody knows that. So it's crazy that I keep seeing these press conferences, and at the end they're like, well, you can call 1-800 FBI crime, and you can
Yeah.
call crime watchers.
Yeah, and they're
Or
always saying, we got 40,000 tips. I bet you that phone didn't even ring.
right. I'm like, 40,000 tips.
Yeah.
Get the
In fact, it may not have even rang because I'm not even sure they even set a phone up. I think they're full of crap.
But here's the flip side. If it's 40,000, it's 40,000 BS
Yeah,
calls. The
yeah,
person who actually knows something, if I actually know, I'm going to
right.
be thinking about making this call in a more serious manner.
That's right. They're
And
the ones not calling.
right, because I've got something that could get my head split.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, if I call from my phone, I can't. Oh, if I go to my Nate, oh, if I go to the, you work it out in your mind, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to let this go.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even, if you were like, okay, I'll cut up the letters from a magazine and paste them onto a sheet of paper and mail it to the FBI. They still gonna find you.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, Mike, we started out like all in a good mood,
I
talking
mean,
about
think about
current
this. We
events.
went from Jane Goodall to Taylor Swift to the Tembo Tuss Boys at Overland Expo to, I mean, I don't know where we are now. We're somewhere.
We were talking about the shootings, and we were talking about how this detective just blew my mind. It was like, as soon as he said it, I knew he was right
Yeah.
about the
I mean, yeah.
payphones.
I mean,
Cause,
you
cause
say that
I
there might be
literally
still
have
some
gone.
exist. Are you sure? I mean, I don't. Are there? They must have got rid of all the payphones now. No.
I've seen one in the airport, but it don't even take money.
Right. Right. Right.
So you can't even like drop a couple of quarters in it
That's
and
funny.
hope you didn't get caught on. You literally putting your card in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I wonder if they take Bitcoin.
And it's probably got a camera on it that you don't know about.
Oh, Phil, 1,000%. It's got a camera on it. Totally.
Because in the last throes of payphones, I remember that they specifically left payphones in certain neighborhoods. This is a while ago. This is in the
Yeah.
90s.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They left them in certain neighborhoods because they knew low-level criminals would use the payphones, and it was
Yep.
easy pickings.
Easy pickings. Yeah. Keep a camera in the distance on the payphone. As soon as you see somebody appear there, nab them. Yep.
Or let them talk on it every day,
Yep.
and you just got all this information.
Right.